Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in to the Rapture's Journey Inc. Today we will be doing mind, body, and soul, what you need to know. All right, so I've already pre-cleansed the area and cleared the space to save up time. And I have pre-shuffled and drawn out your cards, so that's to save time as well. And so we're going to go over what's in your mind, your ego, super ego, what you're consciously aware of, your body, what's inside, and more so the unconscious, and then soul, your spirit, and what's going on there, and then with your past, present, and future, and how that all ties in with what you need to know right now. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, I was already picking up storyline and a theme in this spread. However, at the bottom of the deck, you got self-acceptance. Okay, so I feel like there's something inside you that you're not accepting, or that you're not revealing your true authentic self to your friends. In the past, you may have needed a lot of support from them and they weren't showing you that, so therefore some endings happened and you're waiting for those new beginnings because your friendships are changing. Some of you need to call a friend, and I'm hearing tell them how you feel, get over it, amends, and you can still make an amends and move on, because then your future outcome is truth and integrity. So you're doing this for the utmost, greater good of yourself, and it's your truth. Also, in the past, you may not have been aware of it, but spirit was supporting you, because in the past, the support card, it shows all the angels supporting the universe. So why can they not support you, right? Or some of you were praying so hard and the angels heard you and guided you into ending some doors in your life and chapters of friendships, and therefore you are evolving, you're changing. I'm hearing luxury, and you're in quiet space. Some of you need space and you're merging into your higher self. You need to let yourself be, I'm hearing, and let yourself go, let loose. Stop being trapped by inner dogma, your own thoughts. They can change. You can change your own thoughts. You need to trust the process. Some of you may need to retreat to get information, and then go back out there and to show yourself. And some of you are seeing signs and synchronicities, and in the stars, in the sun, in the sky. A lot of you need to get out in nature and connect with the divinity of Mother Earth, Gaia. And also some of you may be on the run, I'm hearing. Children could be involved. Some of you could be pregnant, because in the body position, we have children. So this really does speak to me about your inner child. You need to nourish it and feed it, and to get back to that state of, sometimes we need to parent our inner child, because our inner child is damaged sometimes and freaks out, and then, we need to calm it down. So in the present moment, you could be feeding that inner child because you just let go of something. You were like, F it, I'm going to let go. I'm going to let God. And, and then your spirit was like, yes, thank goodness, because you got answered prayer in your spirit. So, whatever you were praying to and for support, your spirit has manifested your answered prayer. And that comes from being, that is going to come, in the future, of really doing what is right when no one's looking, and changing. Maybe you went through a situation where you grew out of some friendships and it's been really hard, and But what's harder is holding on to something that hurts, right? So like when we can release it to something bigger than ourselves, which is, you know, our higher self, you know, the energy, you know, therefore we can have relief. And maybe you've now learned your lesson in it, and you know your story, you know your journey, you know your lessons, you know what you need to work on, you know what you need to spend more time thinking about to figure out what you need to work on. And but this is an affirmation card, and it's in your spirit position. So you know, I'm hearing begging for forgiveness. You may be praying for forgiveness, which is always like okay and good to do, you know, and you know, keep praying. I'm hearing keep praying because it's working. It's working. It helps in moving energy into the direction that you want. So in your pre-shuffle, I did some tarot, and the card, the Chariot, popped out, which is like the driving car of our life. And I heard get moving, get moving, get moving. So keep praying, because it's going to bring you where you want to be. Your answered prayer may come up in a different form than you would have imagined, because spirit usually knows what's better for us. And but you're gonna be pleased. But you know what, presently right now, like you may feel a little alone and you could use some support, so I validate you. And but you're staying true to you, so don't be unapologetic. You know, my saying is like, you know, I've realized in life that like I can only rely on myself, and the number one person that needs to show up for me is me. You know, I have to show up for me. I have to be there when I'm sad. I have to be there for myself when I'm feeling unloved or everything like that, because in the end, I can't rely on calling someone to make me feel better. I can't do that. And you know, validating yourself and everything is a huge vibration raiser. Okay. So, let's dive into let's clarify some of these cards. Let's see here. So I want to know, spirit, okay. Body, mind, and spirit. Surrender and release. So please clarify surrender and release. Oh, that might be too many cards here. Yes, okay. So a lot of 4 cards here, but surrender and release is clarified by the 5 of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the 7 of Wands, and the Empress. So you have may have been in some conflict energies, and you're there moving forth and standing up for your growth, you know, and that means with growth we are able to let go more, you know, and because it's becomes growth is more awareness, and we realize, hey, it's not worth holding on to things, and in order to heal it you have to surrender it, right? And I think you've done that, and I think you've had your answered prayer. And by the way, your prayers come also, if it's not a person showing up as your answered prayer, or like money in the bank is your answer for the abundance, you know, a lot of our prayers are answered through our brilliant epiphanies, our ideas, you know, and then there gives us the guidance and the ingredients to help ourselves, right? And it answered our prayers, you know, we solved the mystery, right? So why is children here? Please, Spirit, clarify children. Body. Children. Knight of Pentacles again. So that's earth energy. 6 of Cups. Reminiscing. Yeah, don't regret what you just did. Okay? And you know, you may have been praying for you may have actually done the tactic of surrendering, releasing relationship, situation, or person in order for it to come back to you. And then you have your answered prayer because you have the Six of Cups, right? Which is someone returning, nostalgia, reminiscing, kindred spirits, you know. And the Knight of Pentacles is like moving forth slowly, practical, and like, you know, slow wins the race, basically, right? And feeding that soul. But I'm picking up on that you released someone, and you know, you prayed for it to be healed, and you surrendered. Therefore you can get your reconciliation, or else someone else new from a past life will come into your life, and you'll feel like you've known them forever, right? So the past, why support here? What happened in the past with support? Okay, Ace of Swords, the Hierophant. Wow, some of you are really going down a spiritual journey and believing in spirit. Like the Hierophant is all about like, you know, he can represent like a priest, you know, and spirituality. It's a commitment card as well. But you know, with support, you know, you have the Ace of Swords. It's like, I saw through your bullshit. I saw that, you know, we may not be in alignment anymore. And you're seeking higher truths. And you're wanting to move forth on a more integral, spiritually based life, but also just morals and values and integrity and structure. I'm hearing some of you are really building that structure, you know, and that foundation of like just truth, pure truth, like enough BS, you know. And yeah, let's move on to friendship. So why is that coincide with friendship? What's going on with the friendship? Yeah, like some of you were in conflict with some people. Like I just really am hearing betrayal, stabbed in the back, like not seeing eye to eye, you know, wanting new friends, craving attention, and brittle, and also wishing for more, you know, healing, wishing for that healing in whatever went down, you know. And but it is coming. Like how energy works is like, as soon as you energy, like even if you have the doors still that much open, if it's not fully closed, energy will not, you know, because that space of energy is already there, it will not move in, you know what I mean? Like I just learned, you know, that you really have to fully shut the door before anything else brand new can enter. But usually when you do that, when you surrender and release everything, your prayer comes right away. Like I've closed the door on people that day and had, you know, a new friendship that night or the next morning, you know. Like do not be afraid, have faith, you have the strength to get through this, you know. And you did have to hold back some strong words, you know, in order to keep your integrity. And you had to also stand up for yourself, for your truth. And you know, it may have been hard, but it does feel good in the end. And one more sort of truth, integrity, the Fool, you know, unbound, new beginnings with new people, new journey, you know, new ideas, leaping into the future with faith is like a huge collective lesson right now, I think. Yeah, because, you know, we're always taught to well, I was always taught to, like, you know, have faith, right? But like when you really think about it, like that is that means that I'm literally, you know, have faith beyond like my safety net of, you know, say my parents' place, you know. Like my faith is like, you know, God's gonna take care of my needs, you know, despite like if I lost my parents, if I lost all this, like I'm gonna be okay. Like that's a big thing to really believe in and really like have faith in it, you know. But in my experience in life, my spiritual journey, like I cannot deny faith anymore. It has got me through, you know, even just believing in something, having something to believe in, you know, can start the journey and feeling safe, and like, you know, you're going to start attracting what you want and who you want by harnessing the energy of spirit and your boundaries and emanating love, you know. But be careful, when you are a beam of light, darkness is attracted to that, so you need to use your discretion and the new people that are entering your life, right? And you're thinking about it, you know, you're pondering things about your pentacles. So you got the 7 pentacles that fell on the ground, you know, planting your seeds, watching them grow, nourishing them, you know. And this is all about new beginning energy for me. And some of you are excited, scared, timid, you know, but I think it's because this energy of coming into the new year of 2022, you know, if you boil it down, it's 222, which is such a life purpose angel number. You know, following your path. It's like every time I see a 2 or a double 2, it means that you're on the right path, no matter what. And I think a lot of us are going to be standing in our truth and changing. And it's going to be interesting. It's going to be hard, I'm hearing too, you know, because a lot of shifting. And the Magician, so manifesting your ideas with people, collaboration, you know, tearing down old fundamental belief systems to create a new one, and, you know, bringing in balance and healing. You know, there may be, there's water energy here. So you might be, Page of Cups feeling, I'm feeling like, you know, you're curious about someone, you know. And like I said, back to the story of like, you might have surrendered someone to release the energy of control, to therefore see if they come back, right, if it's meant to be. And then there's that love offer, right? And it came with the 6 of Cups, which is, you know, that kindred spirit feeling. So you know, it's I think this is, you just take it in strides right now. And I think that this energy is really balanced, and it's really not frightening. And the only thing is that, like, you've brought in awareness to the situations in your relationships and friendships of like, I am going to serve myself, and not, I've seen between the lines, and I'm choosing to change for the better. Even if you had that energy and you weren't the best friend either, you're wishing and trying to heal that, and because of that, you are going to be stronger, braver, and better. And it's only going to go up from here with the 7 of Pentacles and the Fool. So I hope some of that resonated with you, all of you, most of you. And I will see you next time. Thank you.